Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all excellent. In today's 5-minute lick, I want to show you a little selective picking primer. Selective picking is a term and a technique that has been recently popularized by none other than the amazing Tosin Abasi from Animals as Leaders. I did a little video about it yesterday on my channel. This is the lick we're going to break down. And I wrote this little thing as an attempt to take the very, very basic idea that Tosin presents in his videos, which you should definitely go and check out if you enjoy this as well, because he's amazing and he does some great stuff with it. This is kind of the level 1 version, and he's like level 100. But what I am doing here essentially is using some hammer-ons from nowhere, and some right-hand muting to create a very staccato rhythmic effect. And we're basically using one left-hand shape. It's based around an E minor arpeggio, so fret 7 on the E, fret 8 on the B, and fret 9 on the G in standard tuning. We're just going to hit the open high string, and then we're going to hammer on to fret 7 on the high E, then we'll hammer on from nowhere with our left hand onto fret 8 of the B, and hammer on from nowhere again with our ring finger onto fret 9 of the G. This. And it's one of those techniques, kind of like when you learn two-handed tapping for the first time and you try to play Eruption and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe my hands are making these noises. That is the core little idea there. What I'm doing anyway is then just moving that down a set of strings. So I'm hitting the B string, I'm gonna outline a B major arpeggio, which is pretty cool. Then I move that up 1 fret, so technically it would be a C major 7 arpeggio. And you could just sit there and do that at whatever pace suits you. That is the basic technique. Don't try to rush it, but it is one of those weird kind of twitch motions where it sounds way better and it's almost easier to play at a good quick tempo than a slow one. What I'm adding to it though is a couple of extra open strings, so the pattern goes, which kind of creates a little sub pattern of 6, and then putting that all together and doing the same thing with the other 2 triad shapes. And that is the core of the lick. You can do some variations on it. Rather than play that E minor triad, you could hit the high E open and then play 7, 8 on the B and then 10 on the high E. I'm not very good at that, so I only kind of use it once in that lick to get this kind of thing. I'll show it to you with a metronome. I'm going to start at 70 on the metronome, and then I'll try to get it up as fast as I can get it, which is maybe 100 BPM or something like that. Before we go, I'll just stress 2 things. I would highly encourage you to try and feel that quarter note pulse, so try to let this thing groove. You can hear that I was a little bit all over the place with the metronome. I am still practicing this and trying to get good at it. The second thing, it really is about that kind of twitch motion for this particular lick, almost like you're squeezing your left hand in a very particular order. So try not to think about the individual notes too much and try to learn it as a rhythmic chunk that you can play. If you want a full transcription for the piece, it is up on my Patreon right now. You can find that linked in the video description. Otherwise, if you have a crack at this or any other selective picking idea that you might come up with inspired by this, please tag me on Instagram or DM me. I would love to see your take on this technique. Thanks so much for watching the video. I'll see you next time.